When you ask any striped bass angler on the Great South Bay what the second Tuesday in November is, he or she will most likely not say Election Day. This year, the Riverview restaurant held its 18th annual Striped Bass Tournament.
We've been doing this tournament for 18 years. And the way the tournament started is Jack Lessing started this tournament. He used to take his employees fishing on Election Day because they were all off. So let's go fishing. And we'd go troll bass on wire down Ocean Beach and have a ball, and we'd pull into Ocean Beach. The only bar open was CJ's. So we'd stop there for lunch. CJ's, 18 years ago, tells us, no, you can't dock here. It's November. We can't dock there? We're just going to CJ's, but the police tell us we can't do that. It was back in the land of no, they used to call Ocean Beach. So we said, all right, we come over here. It's Election Day. The place is empty. I'm like, next year, why don't we just come here and we'll put a buffet out? And we invited a few people, and like 60 people showed up for a bass tournament. And we were like, all right, yeah, it was a great day. The next year, 300 showed up. The next year, 400 showed up. Then it was like blown out of proportion, like what it is now, and that's how it started.
Despite the horizontal rain, wind against tide, and bone-chilling cold, anglers persevered and braved these tough conditions. With over 150 boats entered and 500-plus anglers, the Northeast's greatest striped bass tournament was underway. The third-place fish was caught early on in the tournament by Jack Helgans and weighed in at 29.4 pounds and was worth $2,795.
All right, we caught it on live shad about 8:30 this morning, drifting off Ocean Beach. Just, normally it's windy, cold, and rainy like it always is on the tournaments, and hooked up nice. Took about 15 minutes to get it in. We took our time, and that was it for the day, though. We didn't even have another runoff.
The rain finally subsided in the early afternoon, but the wind continued to be relentless. A 31.2-pound striper took second place aboard the real Nauti. John Lucas was the lucky angler that netted the crew $4,335.
We had very little action. We had one or two hits early in the morning, and a couple of fish dropped off, and then finally we came across some bait, and then later on in the afternoon we had one or two really good hits, and we were able to land one of the fish and put them in the boat.
While everyone anxiously awaited the 4 p.m. weigh-in, Brian Romike and crew were just arriving with the fish that would ultimately take first place. Brian Romike's bass tipped the scale at 39.5 pounds, and the Billy O crew walked away with $6,710.
Well, we started with 3 strikes before we even got on the boat this morning. Our captain, who owns the boat, dropped out at the last minute. Rob McNulty, someone threw a boulder through his windshield, and then we put 30 bunkers in our live well, and we didn't have the switch on, they all died. So we had to go find bait at the last minute. We found bait, went out. It was tough fishing. It was cold, wet, rainy, and we just fished through it, and the fish hit about 2 o'clock, and dropped the bunker right on his head. Team Billy O, again in the money this year. He took third last year. John Patton Sr. running the boat put me on the fish, and it was a nice fight. It was a bittersweet victory. Tragically, we had a sad passing. Dan McNulty passed away this summer, and he fished this tournament with us, and we're going to miss him deeply, and we're fishing for him today. And this victory was for Dan.
Anglers were treated to a great post-tournament dinner provided by the Riverview restaurant. Sponsors donated thousands of dollars worth of fishing-related prizes, which were raffled off throughout the evening. Everyone walked away a winner. Tim C. Smith for SkimmerOutdoors.com.